am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This can be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take a resonates and leave the rest with someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. All are welcome on the channel, and all contributions are highly appreciated. Thank you all for stopping by and saying hi. Today we'll tap to the zodiac sign of Virgo. Sun, moon, or rising, or any placement in your birth chart. Virgo, the Virgo, the Virgo, the Virgo. Ruling the sixth house, okay? Very intellectual. That's that Mercury energy. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Intellectual, lots of movement, very expressive, okay? Loves to communicate. Great people to talk to and have a conversation with. I know a lot of great Virgos constantly working on self-improvement. Sometimes Virgos can be so hard on themselves. Be easy on yourself, Virgo. All right. What is it that Virgos need to know for their highest good? What is it Virgos need to know? Okay. Oh, turning over. Okay. So anything else Virgo needs to know for their highest good? All right. All right. Thank you, Spirit. One second, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Virgo, I can see that you're getting organized, Virgo. You could be working with an Aquarius right now on some kind of business plan, Virgo. Or maybe you're working with someone who has Aquarius in their chart, sun, moon, or rising, or any placement there. But you're getting organized. There's something you're straightening out. This could be business. This could be finances. This could be personally within a relationship, okay? Maybe your spouse has Aquarius in their chart. But Virgo, you're getting organized and getting things straight. Maybe you're planning to move or sell some kind of asset. Okay, this energy is different. Virgo is planning to relocate or sell some kind of asset. Maybe you and your spouse have a property and a home, not the home you live in. It's another home, an additional home that you own. And maybe you are considering selling this home. But I see you and your spouse possibly, or if not your spouse, maybe someone at a bank, like doing some kind of balancing of your checkbook, checking over finances, okay, dotting your I's, crossing your T's. So you could be preparing to make some kind of sale of a property, okay? All right? Because you have plans on taking the money and investing it into a bigger home or either a business. Okay, this is real different, okay? And so I see you collaborating with your spouse or maybe someone at a bank, okay? Someone, a mortgage lender agency or something like that. Okay, I see you possibly making arrangements for an inspection, taking pictures, taking photos, making a list of what needs to be repaired if there's anything wrong with this property. But this is a house. This is a whole house, a single home unit. Could be a 3 to 4 bedroom. Oh wow, this is some different energy here. Okay. And so the goal is that you are desiring to see an increase, and there's a large purchase that you want to make. So this property that you have, it's an additional asset that either you and your spouse own together, or you could be single and be the owner of an additional property. And so you're reaching out to someone that works at a real estate company or some kind of banking system, some kind of mortgage company. You're trying to find out what's the best route for you to obtain additional money or funding to make this large purchase. Maybe you are desiring to sell what you have to get the home that you want, okay? A bigger home, a larger home. Maybe you want to move into a different neighborhood, or maybe you want to take this money and start a business. You're either moving in a house or starting starting a business. And so you're being very strategic. Like I said, you're dotting your I's, you're crossing your T's, you're saving your money. You are getting assistance. You're not moving about on this business transaction by yourself, because this property is something of work of value, and you do not want to be cheated or misled during the transaction. And so this is wise of you. Spirit is saying, Virgo, that you are reaching out and you're getting professional help when it comes to it's something about the transaction of the sale of this home. So this home could be maybe in a gated community. Okay. This could be in a gated community, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, 5 bedrooms, okay, in a very posh neighborhood. And just by the area of the neighborhood, that's what makes the home so valuable. Not just the size and the conditioning, but the area of the home makes it so valuable. And Virgo, you want to make sure that you don't get cheated. And that's why you've hired this realtor. You've also, you're in contact with someone at a bank. This could be an accountant as well. This could be a mortgage lender or an accountant to show you what to do with the money, okay, or how to invest this money to increase it. I see you saving, okay? I see you saving. You're doing lots of research, okay, with the Hermit card here. This is your energy, Virgo. You're here. You're in the read, okay? You're doing lots of research and you're taking your time. You're using your wisdom. Virgos are very smart. The ones I know, they are very smart. Okay, very resourceful. If they don't know how to get it, they will find the way to get it and let you know how to get it. Okay, they're very great people. Okay, the ones I know, they're all great people, and especially you guys for tuning in. But you're doing a lot of research. And if you see all these books here that are on the wall and in front of this person, they've got books layered here. Check it out. There's a stack there. There's book. You are really taking your time. You're not rushing. Spirit is saying you're going to have a great turnout. You're not going to be cheated in this transaction. Everything is going to go fairly well. It's something about you taking your time to seek out assistance. A lot of people want to, be cheap about it. I'm just come out and say it. And if they can go without, hiring the right people to get things done, they will do so. But you're doing the right thing. You want to make sure that you don't get ripped off. Okay. This property could be maybe inherited with the Six of Cups from someone who has transitioned, maybe an ancestor who is no longer here. This property could be an inherited asset, okay? You could also have people coming up against you, maybe passing judgment. This could be family about you selling this property, but there's nothing they can do. It is yours, okay? Your name is on the deed. It was left to you in the will. You are the owner of this property. You're like, look, I'm going to make it. I got 9 cups, baby, and I need one more, and I'm going to make it. You're moving towards your goal and your destiny. You do not have to have survivor's remorse when you're doing this transaction. Spirit is saying, tune those people out. There's someone that's not for everybody who inherited this property from a lost loved one, someone who has transitioned. And the family is passing judgment about what you're doing, trying to critique you. Spirit is saying, tune them out. Only talk to the people you hired. Make sure that the transaction go well. Make sure your money hit your bank account and move on. It is none of their business how much you sold it for. It is none of their business what your next move is. You're doing what you're supposed to do with the Page of Cups here. You may be starting off small. Maybe someone is mocking you or teasing you or saying you have no experience. You don't know what you're doing. They're going to rip you off, but you're very focused. You're very focused. No one's going to rip you off. You're doing what is necessary. You're taking time to do the research, and you're also reaching out to professional people, okay? All right? Tell them you already called the Better Business Bureau. You don't need their 2 cents. And the next and the final card we have here, which I love, is the Nine of Pentacles. We got the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. So that is simply beautiful here, okay? All right, you are making sure that you have and bring more value into your life, more valuable assets, okay? Maybe this property was just sitting. I'm picking up, this property could have been just sitting, and maybe you tried to rent it. No one wants to rent it. You're like, okay, well, I'm going to sell it. You've held on to it long enough. And just because they're upset about it, too bad. They have to just be mad, because I'm hearing the property does not belong to them. These people who's giving an opinion, it belongs to you. Spirit is saying, go for the goal. Go ahead and do what you're going to do. Do not let anyone disturb your groove or your plannings, okay? All right, go ahead and go into the energy of celebration with the Four of Wands here. Represents celebrating, because we have the Nine of Pentacles here. You're working on creating more value and giving yourself more options and more security in your life. And you are so deserving of that, Virgo. Later.